There's an old one, 1800s. No health and safety back then.
Taking a trip down memory lane, 4 generations of the Holdens have worked at Timaru's freezing works.
Started there as an 18-year-old. Just started off and worked my way up on the slaughter board. My father worked there 50 years, brother worked 20 years, so all up probably 100 years history just between our family alone.
So my dad worked there for 15 years, my brother worked there for 2 seasons and our son worked there too.
His dad, my brother, that's my old boss, the plant managers. My supervisors I worked with, 50 years plus. I know one guy, 55 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So people really stuck around there.
They
Worked
did.
there for a long
They
time.
really did, yeah. That's what I mean. It was so family orientated. Yeah. Back in the 80s and that, they had freezing works picnics out the river, stuff like this. It was, just a real family culture.
Working alongside the Holdens was the Mobleys, who have an even more impressive family resume at the freezing works with 5 generations and over 200 years of work between them.
I've done 40 years, my father's done 50, mother's done 33, you've done 36. Yeah, I think who else?
My other brother, he's
done 15 years.
You must know the place like the back of your hand.
Yes, we do, and every nit and cranny. A lot's changed over the years, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We've seen
Some
a
good
lot
memories.
come and go,
Yeah, some good memories.
and a lot come back.
Some days I'd be in the break room, the smoko room, and all of a sudden I would hear people cheering, and then I'd look behind me and my mother's walking in with a little bag with my name on it with my lunch, and she would go, "Here you go, JD Bum," and then everyone up the row of tables would go, "Yeah, JD Bum," and it was, "Yeah, thanks Mum," you know.
Sounds mortifying.
Yeah, it was mortifying. Never heard the end of it for about 3-4 years.
So what was that like trying to live up to the Mobley name?
Oh, you had to be hardworking, turn up. You don't want to demoralise the family name, and you had to make them proud. And
You had a lot to live up to, didn't you?
a lot to live up to.
They went to work every day because they had to.
Yeah, that's right.
You didn't dare let the family name down.
Yeah, that's right. We had a
That was very
reputation.
important. Even we got it drummed into us, didn't we, from our dad?
Yeah, no days off.
You go to work.
But the meatworks closure has shut the door on 139 years of operations and on the Mobleys and Holdens continuing their legacy.
I thought I was going to be there my whole life. I thought I was going to be a lifer. I don't think it's fully hit me yet, but in the end, I'm going to have to try something new.
A few tears when it went down, so, there's a lot of people, and even like families, like you sort of, husband and wife, with 2 wages they've lost.
And having this long family history sort of attached to a place like that, what was it like when they announced the closure?
Yeah, disappointing, like real disappointing, yeah. When the announcement came, it hurt. It hurt a lot, so, yeah.
It obviously still
Yeah,
hurts.
yeah.
Do you think it's sunk in yet for many people?
I think they're still processing a lot of it. People are. A lot of them are. I know they are.
Even just talking now, I think it's really hitting home, so yeah. It came out of the blue, I know.
Yeah.
I know people made decisions on coming to this plant based on there's going to be no closures and things like this, and then realise and then get this news. It's like, that's really hard.
Yeah, that's what pisses me off the most, yeah.
And the chief executive still hasn't fronted to any meetings?
No.
Stop
It's a
hiding.
big decision. You're in charge of this. Yeah, this business, front up, own it. Yeah, just tell people straight.
Alliance told RNZ that the chief executive was overseas during the meetings, but that he was involved in the redundancy process, which saw 600 workers laid off, and those workers will be grieving the loss of a job they loved for some time and reflecting on the memories made there.
Everybody had a nickname, so you always remembered the nicknames. And
Yeah, my grandfather, back when I was there, well, I only seen him for a wee bit, but he was the janitor and he always had a roll of toilet paper in his hand, and he'd go off and spread the rumours for them, and it was around the whole works within half an hour sort of
if
thing.
you wanted a rumour to go round, Curly did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the toilet roll was to make sure that he was always doing something, no question, that he wasn't doing anything.
He looked busy.
He always looked busy with that toilet roll.
Always said he's flat out.
Mate of mine, he's quite a short fella, and he decided one day that because he finished first, he decided to go into my locker and he was going to jump out at me, and it did give me quite a fright. I put my gumboots away and I came back and I was talking to someone, and then I opened my locker and he jumped out at me and I nearly slammed the locker on him, and it was quite funny.
Oh, well, I was probably the last Mobley to work there. Like, I was still working when these guys were off. It wasn't until that last meeting we had was my last day. On the 27th they had that meeting, and then after then everybody else went off, and I was still working there till the very end. So
What's it like then for your family being told that that's it, Smithfield is closing down?
Oh, it's hard. That's all we ever knew.
Yeah. Well, it's like I said before, it's to try and go and do a job interview. I've never done one before because I've been there my whole life, so it's going to be a new experience for me.
They were good to us because, like I say, it was just one big family. And that's the sad part, because those people that you got to know over all those years, it's hard to say goodbye. That was the hardest part.
Yeah, it was.
Because you might not see them again.